It's looking like Torgersen at the moment, but you're right, Cass, and the reason that a lot of these guys are winners is because they simply don't ever believe that they're going to lose, and that's one of Remy's big statements that he likes to make in interviews. He believes in himself, and he said as soon as you believe in yourself, things start to happen.
Again, we'll talk about beating the lane rather than beating the opponent. There's no, as you said, there's no interreaction between the players. Just trying to beat this lane, both of them, from different sides of the lane. And at the moment, it's Remy that's doing the damage. And again, fortunate just to pick up just a single pin there. Almost had the 6 and the 8 pin standing.
Yeah, a slight bit of encouragement for his opponent, Torgersen.
Well, all Remy's got to do is shadow what Torre does and just stay level, because the 42 pin lead from the first game is absolute plenty to win.
Out comes the football.
Turns his back on it. Absolute confidence that that was going to spare. There's another interesting concept is that I don't think Torre's ever been knocked out in round 1 of the World Tenpin Masters.
I think you're correct.
So he's treading new ground, unfortunately.
That's how the maximums look at the moment. And as Cass said, if Ong just keeps pace with Torgersen, this is his place in the quarter-final. Will be sewn up. Torgersen then really on a knife edge here. It's getting close to last chance saloon, and that's when this man starts to fight.
Well, you can see the line he wants to play. When it's successful, it looks really, really good. Unfortunately, he's just had a couple of glitches in the middle of sort of 6 or 7 strokes in a row, and it didn't quite work out. But this is the shot he wants. Gets it right. Not a great little reaction.
Just a little nod of the head, and that was it. That's all you're going to get from these two. And their lack of interaction with each other, I can tell you, has nothing to do with respect, because they will respect each other tremendously. This is all about a job of work today, and they just want to get on with it and be left alone to do so. Nice work from Ong. Yeah, this is good.
Stays level after 2 frames, and that's exactly what he's got to do. Having said that, I can't see that he's not going to extend his lead the way he's been lined up on that left-hand side there. Great pin action. Great shot from in the pin deck there.
Well, he would have expected to come out and strike, wouldn't he, first frame after his finish to the first game. Just that slight hiccup, but it looks like he's back in it again.
Why bowl 2 balls when you can only have to bowl 1? Come on.
Sounds like a good plan, Stan. And it's great work from Torgersen, so he keeps throwing the gauntlet down to Ong.
Just showing how professional he is. He really is looking good on that outside line. It's becoming a carry contest, because he's only missed the pocket once in about the last 11 frames. Just becomes a carry contest. First double of this second game to Torgersen. It's up to Ong to respond now, working on a strike. Again, you see, he won't be rushed. He's going to bury those fingers deep into the ball. And in goes the thumb. Settles himself, gets the set up, and won't go until he's ready. High backswing, great follow through.
Very wide with that. He's a lucky boy. And he knows it. He could have left the 7-10 split there, the infamous 7-10 split.
Well, it was left because he actually hit these pins so hard. Threw a little bit wide, but got a great reaction in the back end. It came back and hit really, really hard. Left the 7-10. The 10-pin went, and he had a messenger as well, which span on its spot, leaving the 7-pin there.
Well, he stared the first one down. He couldn't quite stare the 7-pin down, so once again he has to take that out. Now, Torgersen with just a glint of hope, working a double. Can he get his way back into this match?
To win, I would predict that Torres probably goes straight off the sheet with strikes here for a 280 game.
Well, that would be quite nice. Torgersen. has just slowed his pace down a little bit. We were rushing to get back to him with the cameras. He was bowling so quickly. Oh dear. 9 pin left.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It becomes a carry contest of single pins, doesn't it? It looked as though it was in the pocket, was actually just a fraction high. Didn't get the carry, and that 9 pin stands. The ball's supposed to deflect off that 5 pin into that 9 pin, and he can't believe it. Actually threw too much ball there, too much reaction in the back end, and it's only another spare. It's just not what he needs. Giving On the chance to come back in frame 4, and you can bet your life he'll be going for it.
Yeah, that might be the only chance Torgersen gets in this match.
Yeah, he really needs to string 5, 6 or 7 strikes together, and unfortunately that spare there after a double. It's going to start again now.
Let's see what On can do. Very, very consistent with his stats all the way through the first game, but we've seen some variation. Around about a half a kilometre in speed.
Yeah, we're getting these super stats from the computer-aided tracking system, which some sensors on the side of the lane that pick up these idiosyncrasies of the ball, the speed and the rotation, the rev rate, and whereabouts it is on the lane.
Ooh. Bit of luck again for On.
Well, I'm sure the CAT system's going to tell us that was a slower ball. He was inside his mark and it hit high on the head pin.
You're spot on, Cass.
Well, as I say, the stats tell us a lot slower. Of course, it's overreacted in the back end. Fortunate to break up and just leave the single pin there.
Well, if the football's out, the spares are about.
And 2 nice spares in a row for Remy.
Chances again for Torgersen. He needs to build on these strikes. He's off the back of a spare after that double in frames 2 and 3. The
42 pin lead that Remy Ong had from game 1 is now down to 32 pins, so Torres pulled 10 back. And we're just coming up to the halfway stage. Really needs to string a few more than a double together now. Outside line again.
Good shot.
Absolutely fantastic.
One of Torgersen's better shots. That was a very convincing strike. Now Ong has been working furiously on a ball in the background, sticking yet more finger tape and foam into the hole, so he's clearly not quite happy with his grip. Torgersen's happy though.
Well, he's back on strike again. It's a shame that that last one left the 9 pin. He would have been on 4 in a row and would have been in sort of catching distance of Remy.
Torgersen stayed on the same board for every single one of his 5 deliveries so far in this second game, so he's nailed it. He's found his consistent place that he wants to work. Big shot for Ong this. And it's a big shot that he finishes, but only just.
Yep, fortunate enough to take the 10 pin away. Just a fraction high in the pocket, but it's carried all 10, and it's just what he needs. Yeah, he's doing a bit of gardening over there, isn't he? Finger tape going into the ball just to make it a little bit snug. Make sure he keeps tight on that grip. The ball doesn't drop off at all. Torgersen staying with the outside line, and so he should do.
No. Just went too far, too deep into the pocket there.
Yeah, just didn't get up, did it? Just checks the score, and he's going to find that this big split may well be an open frame. He just got his hand a little bit. Yeah, he's not happy. He's turned his back on that one, hasn't he?
Oh, that's a shame for